What if I told you that you have the power to sell anything to anyone? And no, I'm not talking about some sneaky trick or gimmick. I'm talking about leveraging your own skills, knowledge, and character to make people want what you have to offer. Today, we're diving into the psychology of sales, exploring how legends like Alex Hormozi, Sam Target, Joe Girard, Ron Popeil, Mary Kay Ash, and Erica Fiedner became the most successful salespeople of all time. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to influence, persuade, and sell like the best in the world. So let's get started. Section 1. Understanding the sales brain. To sell effectively, you first need to understand how the brain works. Every decision we make, every yes, every no, is driven by two core areas of the brain, the limbic system and the prefrontal cortex. As you may know, the limbic system is the emotional powerhouse. It craves pleasure, avoids pain, and makes snap judgments. The prefrontal cortex, that's the logical thinker. It rationalizes decisions after they're made. This is key because people buy emotionally and justify logically. So how do top salespeople use this? Simple. They spark emotion first through storytelling, social proof, and powerful language. Then they reinforce the decision with logic. So let's dive deep into a story. Imagine this. It's 1975. A man named Ron Popeil stands in front of a live studio audience, holding what looks like an ordinary kitchen appliance. The crowd is skeptical, of course, but he's about to sell them something they didn't know they needed. With a confident smile, Ron says, "How many of you struggle to prepare a perfect meal? Well, what if I told you there was an easier way?" He places a raw chicken into his Showtime rotisserie oven, turns the dial, and shouts the words that would make sales history. "Set it and forget it." The audience erupts. Why? Because Ron didn't just sell a product. He sold a transformation. He connected with their emotions. He made them visualize an easier life, a problem solved, a kitchen revolutionized. That's the secret of every great salesperson. They make the customer feel something first, then justify the purchase with logic. In this very story, we saw firsthand how the art of storytelling, use of powerful language, and through social proof, the salesperson can make the buyer justify their action through logic. Section 2. The power of precise language. Words are the greatest tool in a salesperson's arsenal. The best salespeople in history didn't just talk, they spoke with a purpose. Let's take a look at a few examples. Ron Popeil, the legendary infomercial king, used the phrase, "But wait, there's more," to build anticipation and stack value. Joe Girard, the world's greatest car salesman, personalized every deal and made customers feel like they were his only client. And Erica Fiedner, the piano matchmaker, turned buying a piano into an emotional, transformational experience. What do they all have in common? They mastered precise language. Want to boost your sales instantly? Use phrases like "imagine yourself," or "most people in your situation choose," or even "what's more important to you when choosing." Words shape perception, and perception drives buying decision. Choose them wisely. Why do these phrases work? If we look at the phrase "imagine yourself," this phrase taps into the brain's ability to visualize future experiences. When customers can see themselves using a product or benefiting from a service, their emotional connection strengthens, making them more likely to buy a product. If we analyze the phrase "most people in your situation choose," well, this leverages social proof. Humans have an innate tendency to follow the actions of others, especially when uncertain. If others are making the same choice, it must be the right one. And lastly, if we analyze the phrase "what's most important to you when choosing," well, this phrase puts the customer in control. Instead of pushing a product, this phrase shifts focus to their personal needs and desires, making them feel valued and understood. Section 3. The psychology of trust and authority. People buy from those they trust, period. And trust is built through authority and authenticity. Let's break it down. So, authority comes from expertise. Know your product inside and out. Social proof. testimonials, case studies, and endorsements. And lastly, confidence. If you hesitate, the customer will too. How can you gain these? Well, to gain expertise, you have to immerse yourself in the product. Read manuals, watch training videos, shadow top performers, and ask questions. The more you know, the more confident you'll be. Social proof? If you're new, just leverage company success stories, client testimonials, and statistics. Even saying, our team has helped hundreds of people achieve, and this builds credibility. And lastly, confidence. Practice, role play, take action. Confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build through experience. Start small, celebrate wins, and continuously improve. Authenticity? That's about being real. People can smell fake from a mile away. The greatest salespeople sell with belief, conviction, and honesty. Mary Kay Ash built her cosmetics empire. She didn't push products, she empowered people. That's why customers lined up to buy. Section 4. The science of persuasion and closing deals. Alright, you've built trust, used precise language, and sparked emotion. Now it's time for the close. And this is where the psychology of persuasion comes in. Right now we'll look at Robert Cialdini's 6 Principles of Persuasion. So for those of you that don't know Robert Cialdini, he's a world-renowned psychologist and expert in the science of persuasion. He is the author of the book The Psychology of Persuasion, which has been studied by top marketers, salespeople, and business leaders worldwide. His research has uncovered the psychological principles beyond why people say yes, insights that can help anyone become a more effective communicator and salesperson. His work is based on decades of scientific research, making his principles some of the most reliable tools in sales and marketing. If we look at principle number 1, reciprocity, people feel obligated to return a favor. By providing value up front, whether through free trials, samples, or helpful advice, you create a sense of indebtedness that increases the likelihood of a sale. Principle 2, commitment and consistency. Once someone agrees to something small, they are more likely to continue saying yes. Start with minor commitments like subscribing to a newsletter or subscribing to my YouTube channel, or agreeing to a free consultation before moving to larger commitments. Principle 3, social proof. Just follow the crowd. Highlight testimonials, customer success stories, and statistics to show that others have made the same choice and benefited from it. Principle 4, authority. Establish yourself as an expert by sharing knowledge, citing credible sources, and demonstrating confidence. Customers trust professionals who appear knowledgeable and experienced. Principle 5, liking. We buy from people we like. Build rapport by finding common ground, being friendly, and genuinely caring about the customer's needs. And most importantly, just use your manners and have a smile on your face. And principle 6, scarcity. Limited availability increases demand. Use phrases like only a few left, or limited time offer, or this deal expires soon to create urgency and prompt quicker decision making. When you integrate these 6 principles, closing isn't a battle, it's a natural next step. The secret? Don't sell. Help the customer solve a problem. Before we close this video out, we want to emphasize some key takeaways here. So here's the deal. If you want to sell, master the psychology of sales. Understand how the brain makes decisions, use precise and persuasive language, build trust and authority, and close with confidence. Do this, and you won't just sell, you'll make people eager to buy from you. If you got value from this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below with your biggest sales challenge. Let's grow together and dominate the art of persuasion.